What is up, my fellow samurai? It's Marshall from Hallux here. Now, it's finally here, y'all. Sucker Punch dropped more info about the free co-op mode called Legends. And also, for all my people who don't play online, that's not a problem either because they took care of y'all too. They announced New Game Plus as well, and both of them are dropping on October 16th, so that's right around the corner. Now, they also released a new trailer that I'm going to show in just a moment, and then I'm going to break it down and show the update information put on the PlayStation blog. Now, also, if you could give this video a like, I would greatly appreciate that, and it'll help other people searching for this new update to find this video as well. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this huge update. That trailer looked really dope, y'all. And I'm surprised that they are dropping Legends and New Game Plus at the same time. I mean, everyone has been begging for New Game Plus for months. And honestly, I wasn't sure if it was going to come because a couple people told me that they don't think they were going to make it. But I'm so glad to hear they're adding it. And it also looked like they're adding charm presets. So now you can have your outfit and charm saved without going back and switching them all the time. Like literally every time you would change your clothes, you had to change all the charms. And that actually kind of got annoying later on in the game. And they posted a lengthy article on the PlayStation blog, and I'm not going to go over every single part because some of it's just repeated information from like prior announcements and stuff. But if you want to read the entire thing, be sure to head over there, and I'll try to leave the parts that I am talking about and showing on screen long enough for you to pause it and read it if you'd like. A couple things that are important to note are, once you've downloaded version 1.1 of Ghost of Tsushima, you can visit the PlayStation Store to get a free unlock for the Legends mode, okay? And that actually allows you to play it. And also, you will need PlayStation Plus to be able to play this. So the mode is free, but of course, if you don't have PlayStation Plus, you'll have to pay for that. And inside the story, there's also a new storyteller named Gyozan, I believe. And speaking to him will give you access to the Legends lobby. But it says you can also get there directly from the title menu or the pause menu in game, or if you get an invitation from a friend, that'll take you directly into the Legends mode. Now, I'm going to go over each class in the Legends mode because I really find the descriptions for each of them to be really interesting. So with the Samurai, it says players can run straight toward combat and stay there, sustaining their health while chopping enemies down left and right. And when they're overwhelmed, they can use Hachiman's Fury ultimate attack to slash through enemies in a flurry of strikes. Okay, so they kind of made them sound like almost like they could be a tank at some points, but I guess we'll see. Or maybe I'm interpreting that wrong. And then as Hunter, it says you can stand on the edge of combat and snipe enemies before they even see you. You can also use explosive arrows to slow down groups. And when the combat gets really fierce, the Eye of Uchitsune ultimate attack will unleash multiple arrows straight at your enemy's head. And then as a Ronin players can revive their entire team with the Breath of Izunami ultimate ability. So they kind of sound like they're going to be the medic of the group. It's really a surprise based on the story, but it says you might play Ronin because you want to help your human friends, or you might do it because the Ronin class is also able to summon a spirit dog. And it says, yes, you can absolutely pet your spirit dog. That actually sounds really cool. And petting foxes in the game was actually always really nice and stuff. And then finally with Assassin, if you prefer doing massive damage with a single attack, you'll love the Assassin. The Shadow Strike ultimate attack will allow you to teleport across the battlefield and directly strike your enemies. And if that's not intimidating enough, wait until you see the terrifying mask the Assassin gets to wear. So they all sound really cool. And it also goes into the story missions. Of course, we know that that's only 2 players. And then they have other missions like survival missions. And then later on, they're going to release the raids. That's with the full 4-player team up. And that seems like it's going to be really dope. Now, they also said the photo mode is coming back and it's still going to be just as robust as it's always been. So glad to hear that, of course. Now, let me go over into single player because they're adding a lot of updates to this as well. So the important things to note about New Game Plus is that it actually starts after that initial confrontation with Khan. So after that whole thing happens, that's where New Game Plus starts. And it says you do get to keep everything. And it says it increases the difficulty, but you can take that back down if you like. But it doesn't say that they're adding a new one. So I wonder if it's just for people who are not on lethal mode, if it'll just increase it one for them automatically, or if there is going to be something beyond lethal mode, but kind of doesn't seem like that. It also says you'll have a New Game Plus horse, which has a new vibrant red mane and unique saddle. And then there's also a Ghost Flower merchant, which this seemed like one of the most interesting parts. And he only accepts the Ghost Flower, and that can only be earned in New Game Plus. And the only way to get that is actually going through and beating it. So that sounds really cool. And it's a new reason to keep playing it as well. And like we discussed earlier, they added the new armor loadouts. So they really did their thing on this update. And I'm really happy that all this is coming. Now, if you've made it to this part of the video, thank you so much. And I really appreciate you watching. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know by giving it a like. Also, let me know in the comments if you're really hyped for this update. I mean, because I know I am, and we'll definitely be covering New Game Plus and the new co-op mode. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.